All right, Week 14 NFL predictions. We're finally getting back up there. We're getting back to where we should be. Called a couple good upset picks this last week. The Steelers over the Bengals. Did not get the Bears over the Lions. That was a heartbreaker. Should have been an upset victory. That one should have gone to be another one, but it was not, and it led to the firing of Matt Eberflus. Did not get the upset pick of the Saints or the Titans. That was way off, but I did get the upset pick. I'm a little big on this one. I'll have to move me over just a minute. Of the Eagles over the Ravens. So got a couple upset picks. Overall, a much better week than previously. A full slate of games last week with all 16 games in action. It went 13-3, bringing the total for the year up a little bit. 62% correct. So not the best year for me, but a good week last week. 13-3, really solid. I haven't been posting the parlays on here. My buddy Brock did hit his parlay last week. Good for him. Good for his bankroll. Don't endorse gambling on the channel, but there's 6 games that are buys this week. All 6 of those teams on your screen are on the bye week, so we do have less games. We have 13 games to go over, and we're going to jump right into those. Thursday night, we're going to have the Packers at the Lions. This is going to be an absolute blowout. The Packers are frauds. They're a joke. They're absolutely abysmal, and they have a record that doesn't reflect what their team really is. They will get sent into humble land this week as they go to the Lions and get beat 30-6. All right, Sunday slate of games. The Vikings are hosting the Falcons. I think this one will actually be a close game. The Falcons have been playing decently, trying to keep their division lead. I don't think it's going to be successful. I wouldn't bet the spread on this one, but the Vikings I have beating the Falcons 24-20 for that one. Next, Browns at Steelers. I think this could be a lot closer than I'm putting it, but I think the Steelers are motivated to overcome some of the woes of a couple weeks ago. They looked better this last week by far. I think they'll roll that momentum into this week and beat the Browns pretty handily, 29-17 in that game. Panthers at Eagles, this should be a blowout as well, 28-10. I've got them covering the spread. I wouldn't bet the spread anytime the spread's that big. We've learned that with the Chiefs on many of their games. It's hard to win by more than a touchdown in the NFL. Teams can keep it close. I have the Eagles easily beating the Panthers. Jets at Dolphins. This one could be closer than the Vegas odd makers are saying. They're saying 6-point spread. It could be closer than that. So I'm going to go ahead and bet this one to be a close one, but I do think the Dolphins handle this one in the end. 21-17 is my prediction on that one. Raiders at Bucks, 6.5-point spread. The Raiders have been playing pretty well. They're just not pulling off their wins. Very close against the Chiefs, and that's a frustrating loss for them. So I think they'll come motivated, but I think the Buccaneers have enough to overcome it. Buccaneers are fighting for the division lead this week. They could overcome it if things fall their way, so good one there. Saints at Giants. Giants are a 5-point underdog at home, as they should be. Saints have been in some games, and I see them putting up a fight to end the year. They're one of those teams, many of them this year, about a handful of teams that are better than their record indicates, and the Saints are one of those. Jaguars at Titans, probably without Trevor Lawrence this week, probably maybe even for the rest of the year. So start packing it in for the Jaguars. Titans probably win this one handily. They're a 3.5-point spread, and I've got them beating the Jaguars without Trevor Lawrence. Seahawks and Cardinals. I'm going to pick a couple upsets this week. This will be my first one of the upsets that I'm going to be predicting. I got the Seahawks beating the Cardinals in Arizona, 25-22. I think the Pigeons of the Sea are starting to play really well. I think they're going to go on a roll. They'll probably win the division. Bills at Rams. This could be really close with the Bills going all the way across the country. Very different in LA than it will be last week from up in Buffalo in the snow. So this should be a very different game for them this week, but I think they still handle things against the Rams. Rams are doing well. I just think the Bills are too much to handle there. Bears at Niners. Niners without both of their running backs. That's going to be rough for them. They're having a rough go with injuries. I think that's enough for the Bears to do the upset. The Bears have been really close in every game they've been in the last couple weeks. I think they're going to get over the hump with new interim coach Thomas Brown. I think they're going to handle it. Chargers at Chiefs, and I've got the upset here. The Chiefs are just an anomaly. Too few games. They're winning too many games where it's been too close in the score. I just think they're getting away with too much. The refs can only protect them so much, so I got the Chargers knocking them off. And the Bengals and Cowboys, I think this is going to be a really close Monday night game. So I got the Bengals beating the Cowboys. But barely. I wouldn't bet the spread on this one. I wouldn't bet this game at all. This game could be a tough one. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I do these every Wednesday. I do my other video every Tuesday for the entire NFL. So please, if you don't mind hitting the like button, subscribing, I do appreciate you guys. It's a lot of fun for me to do these. This is more quick, condensed this week. Hope you guys appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, which teams I got right, which ones I got wrong, where we're rolling into this next week, and who your team is. Appreciate it. Until next time, good luck to your teams.